How much is true stability worth in the relentless, unforgiving pursuit of Stanley Cup glory? And are the Montreal Canadiens, currently riding high, truly prepared to gamble their promising future on the fragile health of a single pivotal player? These are the high-stakes questions echoing to the hallowed halls of hockey. Questions that demand not just answers, but decisive, strategic action. For months, the Montreal Canadiens organization has been on a relentless quest, a meticulous search for that elusive top six forward who can truly solidify their offensive core. They've kicked the tires, scrutinized countless profiles, and engaged in endless speculation. Yet, the perfect fit, the missing piece to their intricate puzzle, has remained just out of reach. But what if the solution isn't a grand blockbuster acquisition, a splashy signing that drains future assets? What if the answer lies in a shrewd, calculated move that addresses a critical vulnerability while simultaneously bolstering their burgeoning strength? What if the answer lies in the frigid waters of the Pacific, amidst the struggling San Jose Sharks, in the form of a seasoned center named Alexander Wennberg? Make no mistake, the Canadiens are not merely treading water. They are currently leading the Atlantic Division, a testament to their grit, their evolving system, and the undeniable talent blossoming within their ranks. Yet, even in this moment of triumph, a subtle undercurrent of concern persists, a whisper of what that threatens to disrupt their meticulously crafted ascent. That whisper, hockey faithful, centers squarely on the second-line center position, currently occupied by the immensely talented, yet perpetually injury-prone Kirby Dach. Dach, when healthy, is a force of nature, a powerful skater, a skilled playmaker, and a vital cog in the Canadiens' offensive engine. His potential is undeniable, his impact profound. But the undeniable truth, a truth that haunts every fan and analyst, is his history of injuries. A short career marred by significant setbacks casts a long shadow, raising legitimate questions about the team's long-term reliance on his consistent availability. If Dach remains healthy, this entire conversation might seem superfluous, a hypothetical exercise in futility. But if injuries, as they so often do in the brutal theater of the NHL, rear their ugly head once more, the Canadiens could find themselves in precarious position, their promising season derailed by a single unfortunate twist of fate. This isn't just about a backup plan. It's about strategic foresight, about building a roster resilient enough to withstand the inevitable storms of an 82-game season and the grueling gauntlet of the playoffs. It's about recognizing that hope is not a strategy, and a contingency plan is not a sign of weakness, but of wisdom. Enter the San Jose Sharks, a team currently navigating the treacherous depths of full-blown rebuild. Their 2-6-2 record in the opening 10 games is not just dreadful, it's a stark declaration that the sell-off, the inevitable dismantling of their current roster, is not a matter of if, but when. This creates a golden opportunity, a window for a savvy, ambitious team like the Canadiens to capitalize on another's misfortune. The Sharks, desperate to inject youth and future assets into their system, are precisely the kind of trade partner Montreal needs. They're looking for prospects, for draft capital, for anything that can accelerate their painful but necessary journey back to contention. And that, my friends, is where the Canadian strategic advantage truly lies. The proposed trade, a meticulously crafted exchange, offers a compelling solution for both franchises. The Canadiens would acquire Alexander Wennberg, a reliable, experienced forward who can immediately slot into a top six role. In return, the Sharks will receive a 2026 second-round pick along with two intriguing prospects, Riley Kidney and Joseph Felinino. Now, we all know the prevailing sentiment in Montreal, a reluctance to part with precious prospects or established roster players. It's a philosophy born of patience and a commitment to organic growth. However, in this specific scenario, the stakes are simply too high, the need too pronounced for such steadfast adherence. Sometimes a calculated gamble is not just advisable, but absolutely essential. Riley Kidney, a promising young forward, has shown flashes of brilliance in the QMJHL, but the harsh reality is that there's simply no immediate room for him with the big club. His path to the NHL in Montreal is currently blocked, making him an ideal candidate for a team like San Jose, who are actively seeking to infuse their lineup with younger talent and provide them with significant opportunities. For Kidney, It's a chance to truly spread his wings and prove his mettle in a less crowded environment. Similarly, Joseph Elenino, while a decent veteran addition, could find a more prominent role in San Jose. He's a player who can contribute bottom 6 minutes, bring a professional attitude, and potentially even take on a larger leadership role within a rebuilding locker room. For the Sharks, these are not just throw-ins. They are legitimate pieces that align perfectly with their long-term vision. As for the 2026 second-round pick, it feels like a fitting price. The Canadiens possess 2 such picks, and sacrificing one for a player Wennberg's caliber who addresses such a critical need is a prudent investment. A first round would undoubtedly be too steep, an overpayment for a player who, while valuable, isn't a bona fide superstar. This second-round pick strikes the perfect balance, demonstrating both commitment and fiscal responsibility. But let's delve deeper into Wennberg's potential impact, because this isn't just about filling a hole. It's about unlocking a new dimension of flexibility and security for coach Martin St. Louis. Wennberg, a veteran of over 600 NHL games, brings a wealth of experience, a responsible two-way game, and a proven ability to contribute offensively. He's not a flashy scorer, but he's a consistent, intelligent player who makes those around him better. If Dach, against all odds, remains healthy, Wennberg's acquisition still provides Canadiens with invaluable cover. Imagine the peace of mind knowing that your second-line center position is not a house of cards, but a fortress with multiple layers of defense. This isn't just about injury insurance. It's about creating a deeper, more formidable lineup. The flexibility Wennberg offers St. Louis is a tactical dream. He could seamlessly slot in as a 2C, allowing Dach to potentially shift to the third line where he could dominate against weaker competition, further honing his game and building confidence without the immense pressure of carrying the second line. Jake Evans, a reliable and tenacious forward, could then slide down to the checking line, creating a truly suffocating defensive unit. Picture this: Wennberg centering a line with dynamic young talents like Uri Slavkovsky and the ever-fiery Brendan Gallagher, a blend of veteran savvy, youthful exuberance, and relentless energy. This kind of depth, this ability to move pieces around without sacrificing quality, is a hallmark of a true contender. It allows St. Louis to adapt to any situation, any opponent, and any unforeseen circumstance the grueling NHL season throws their way. The Canadiens' current success leading the Atlantic Division is undeniably exciting. The energy in Montreal is palpable, the belief growing with each passing game. However, to sustain this success, to transform a promising start into a deep playoff run, and ultimately a legitimate shot at the Stanley Cup, the club will need depth. This isn't just about weathering potential injuries, though that remains a significant factor. It's also about maintaining the relentless pace, the intensity, and the high level of play required over an entire season. The NHL is a marathon, not a sprint, and fatigue, both physical and mental, can quickly erode even the most talented rosters. Furthermore, the Canadiens still have some intriguing yet unanswered questions surrounding their young core. Is Ivan Demidov truly ready to be a full-time NHL star right out of the gate? Can Uri Slavkovsky consistently perform in a top 6 role for an entire season? What about Oliver Kapanen and his eventual transition to the North American game? These are not criticisms, but rather natural uncertainties that come with a youth movement. Adding a seasoned, reliable presence like Wennberg provides a crucial safety net. It alleviates some of the pressure on these burgeoning talents, allowing them to develop at their own pace, to learn and grow without being thrust into roles they might not yet be fully prepared for. It's about nurturing their potential, not burning them out. As the trade market begins its annual unwinding, the Canadiens will undoubtedly be looking to add, but they shouldn't just be looking for any addition. They should be looking for the right addition. Alexander Wennberg represents more than just a potential trade target. He embodies a strategic necessity. He's a player who can immediately address a critical need, provide invaluable flexibility, and fortify the team's foundation for sustained success. This isn't just about filling a hole. It's about fortifying a foundation, signaling intent, and proving that this promising start is merely the prelude to something truly special. The time for cautious optimism is over. The time for decisive action is now. What do you think, hockey faithful? Is Wennberg the missing piece, or is there another path to glory that the Canadiens should explore? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Let's keep this conversation roaring. And if you're as fired up about the Habs' future as we are, smash that like button and subscribe for more exclusive insights. Do you believe the Canadiens should prioritize immediate stability over retaining every single prospect in their system?